I've heard so many stories. I've heard about organic craft, metallic craft. The question, so it really comes down to like this Galactic Federation and what was recently said and disclosed. Are we in like a symbiotic relationship? Is this like a simulation, or are these actual nut and bolt crafts that are coming out here and visiting us? Where are you with this this whole phenomenon right now?
Well, I have to put my cards on the table, really, Rex, because I do part company with some of the theories, and I'm sure they'd part company with me. The Aetherius Society and I, as being a representative of it, have always been at the spiritual end of ufology, you might say. And at one time, going back to the period I was talking about, the 80s and even into the beginning of the 90s, that end was really frowned upon by the so-called nuts and bolts people who just wanted to talk about, radar tracking and filming and, physical phenomena and all that. And, I think it's all, now I think, last time I came over and spoke at MUFON lectures a few years ago, actually, there was quite a big change, and people I met in MUFON who at one time they would have frowned upon, spiritual ideas, they agreed that it's part of the movement, whether they believe it or not, and it's a key part of it, and it's an ancient part of it, because one of the places to look for UFO contacts are the religious or spiritual texts of the world. I don't mean any particular religion, but you can find it in the Bible, of course. Actually, funnily enough, Rex, I was going to say to you, I came across something today from a place called, it was sent to me today, from Chapman University in Oregon, California, where they've done some research into the paranormal. And they found a lot of interesting stuff. I was just looking at it, and they, in fact, more people in America, and this was before 2020, believed in the paranormal than didn't. 35% of Americans believe aliens are visiting this Earth. It's not a tiny little fringe, and that doesn't mean that 65 don't believe it. That's just those who definitely do. But most people are open. And interestingly, I'm sorry if it's a long answer to your question, but in the spiritual text, I mean, not just the Bible and the kind of Judeo-Christian tradition, but in the Hindu texts, I mean, there's phenomenal, beautiful descriptions of extraterrestrial spacecraft. But the point is their link, and this is something Dr. George King really did push, their link with spiritual intelligences, Sri Krishna, Lord Buddha, Master Jesus, Moses, and others,